Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be sharing some tips and tricks that I use for eyeliner. Let's get into the video. So first off, you need to start with an eye primer. If your eyeliner runs, you always need an eye primer. I have the oiliest eyelids on the planet, so I always make sure anytime I'm wearing eyeliner, anytime I'm wearing, honestly, any makeup look, I usually put on eye primer. So I'm just gonna use MAC's Lay and Low Paint Pot, but you can use any eye primer that you like or that works for you. This one just seems to work the best for my eyes. My next tip would actually be to apply a powder to your eye base. We don't want anything to run. We don't want anything to crease. I just want to make sure that this area is nice and dry so that the eyeliner is going to have a nice base. I'm just taking Laura Mercier translucent powder and setting that eyeshadow base. Now mind you, I only do this when I'm just doing eyeliner and I'm not doing any other eyeshadow. So first thing you want to do when doing your eyeliner is you want to determine your eye shape. My eyes tend to be more almond shaped, but they do have a hooded feature. So this area right here does tend to drag my eye down a little bit. And I end up getting transfer, and I always have to be very cautious that if my eyeliner isn't set or used a gel eyeliner or a liquid one that has like really good staying power, it will transfer. So I always have to be very cautious of that. So for demo purposes, I'm actually gonna use an eyeliner pencil, and I'm gonna use the Makeup by Mario Master Pigment Pro pencil in Super Black. And I'm just running some on the back of my hand. And I'm using an angled brush. So since my eyes are more almond, I tend to like a straighter wing. So I'm just gonna go in and make my wing. I tend to like a less aggressive eyeliner, I guess, on myself. So I tend to like something that's a little bit more subtle, still a cat eye, but nothing too dramatic. So I'm gonna line the lash line. I'm gonna keep it very, very close to the lashes themselves. And I'm almost blending out that pencil as I'm working it into the lash line. For hooded eyes, it's a little bit easier to go more smoky than to do a very dramatic, clean wing. You can do it, of course, but I find it more flattering to go more smoky. If you love a dramatic wing, then you rock it. Also, you can see I'm going very slow. I don't need to go very fast. I'm not a person who can do a one swipe eyeliner. I've never been that way. I always like to go very slow, taking time to build different areas of the shape. Now I want to extend this eyeliner just a little bit farther. So now what I can do actually is that since my brush is kind of loaded up with product, I want to just use a makeup wipe, and I'm just trying to get the majority of that pigment out of the brush so we can have a clean start on the other eye. Taking my same pencil, rubbing that on the back of my hand. Now I'm going in, just creating the wing. And then taking that brush and running it along the lashes. As you can see, I actually went a little bit too heavy-handed on this wing. So I'm gonna take a little like pointed Q-tip. I don't know if you can see these. Now I'm just gonna get it a little bit damp off this like makeup remover wipe. I'm gonna take it and just clean up that edge. Q-tips are your best friend when doing eyeliner, especially when you're just starting out and you're still trying to figure out your eye shape, what shape you like best for your wing. Determining the shape of your wing is actually complete preference, I think. There are times I want a very subtle wing, and then there are times where I'm trying to go full drama. Just kind of depends on my mood, what I'm feeling. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but on this eye, I actually have the eyeliner going a little bit higher than this eye. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and match them. Sometimes you just need to go back and forth, and that's okay. If you're just starting out with makeup, eyeliner can seem really tricky and really scary, but just as you practice, it gets so much easier. But starting with a pencil is always so much easier than starting with like the Inglot or the MAC gel eyeliners. Those can get really tricky pretty fast because their dry down time is a little bit harder to work with. So as you can see, both eyeliners are on. Another great tip to keep in mind, if you ever find that your eyeliner is starting to look a little wonky, honestly, the best tip I can give you, when in doubt, smoke it out. I use this trick on hooded eyes all the time. You still get the lift in the corner without the dramatic definition on the eyelid, because if you notice with a fold or a hood, it has a tendency to kind of drag the eye down. So what you're doing is you're almost blending it so that it's not as noticeable, and you're not bringing attention to the hood or the fold of the eye. So I'm just taking a little bit of brown eyeshadow, going over the eyeliner and blending those edges. So as you can see, I smoked out both sides. For me, this is just the easiest thing to do when I'm running out the door and my eyeliner is starting to go a little crazy. The easiest thing for me to do is to just smoke it out completely. That way I still get the shape I want, but it's a little bit more grungy, a little bit more sexy, but you still get some definition on the eye with that little wing in the corner. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my mascara, curl my lashes. I'm using the Rougher Lash Curler and the Monsieur Big from Lancome, the waterproof. And to bring a little bit more balance to the eyes, I'm actually gonna go take that same brown eyeshadow. I'm gonna drag it just on the outer corner of my eye, just to really enforce that wing. One of the best tips that I can give you, especially if you have hooded eyes, is to always powder underneath your eyes. That way, not only is it setting your concealer, it's drying this area, which is gonna help with transfer. You're not gonna have that issue where your mascara runs or the eyeliner, and it's gonna stay put. I even go right up to the wing just to kind of help clean it up and dry this area out. Because you have to think about whenever there's oil or heat, anything like that, that is going to disturb your eyeliner and it's going to make it run. So we always need to be careful and cautious of that. All right, everyone, this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these eyeliner tips were helpful. Make sure to subscribe to the channel because I'll be making more videos just like this. And if you want to learn anything specific from me, please leave a comment below. Bye everyone.